Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And this is an update on the tropics for you as we get ready to get the weekend started. Here's the latest on Tropical Storm Franklin. Current maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Storm motion east-northeast at 6 miles per hour. And it made landfall last week in Hispaniola and has started to move deeper and deeper into the Atlantic Ocean, expected to become a hurricane by the end of the weekend. And then once we get into the start of next week, especially by Tuesday morning, Franklin has the possibility of being able to strengthen rapidly over the warm Atlantic Ocean waters and could become a major hurricane by the time we get into Tuesday morning, which would be a Category 3 storm with max sustained winds of 115 miles per hour. Thankfully, though, you can see by the path of the storm well away from the eastern seaboard, and the reason why is the cold front that's bringing us the heat today, as well as the showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, is helping to steer Franklin away from the eastern seaboard. So that's some good news. We do have another disturbance that we're watching very, very closely. This is currently located in the northwest Caribbean Sea, and as we head through the next couple of days, this disturbance is going to move into the Gulf of Mexico. Very warm waters, especially at this time of the year in the Gulf of Mexico. And noticing that once we get into the next couple of days, we'll get to that in just a moment. Two other disturbances out there that we're watching. One, just a 20% chance of development, and then a 40% chance of development with this cluster of thunderstorms. But again, our main focus is the disturbance that's about to move into the Gulf of Mexico. So this particular wave, this is a look at the spaghetti plots, and I would say to take this with a grain of salt. We're not guaranteed to see really any type of motion from this so far, and once we start to get this storm become a little more established with a better core and a better central area of low pressure, computer guidance will be able to hang on to it a little bit better. But most of our computer guidance as of this morning would suggest that there's a landfall within the Big Bend of Florida near the Panhandle, and this would eventually move up the southeastern United States, bringing some heavier rainfall as well as some gusty winds to Georgia. You can even see where South Carolina and North Carolina getting a good portion of our computer guidance to suggest a southeastern track. Now, the one good thing that would be about this particular track, if we were to see most of our guidance align with this, and this is what the storm would actually do, that would keep it over land for quite a bit of time, which would mean it wouldn't pack much of a punch of gusty winds across the Midlands, but still some very heavy rainfall. And there's certainly some other pieces of guidance that suggest we could still have some turning to the north and east, which would bring it back near the Atlantic Ocean. And if it were able to get back over the water, then at that point we would have the possibility of at least maintaining its strength or even a little bit of strengthening as it moves closer to us. Now, if this system were to become named, first we get a tropical depression and then the potential for a tropical storm. The next name that we have on our list is Idalia. So that would be what the next name would be for this particular system as it moves towards the Midlands. And with our pattern staying unsettled the next few days, we have the opportunity for the cold front that's stalling out over the Midlands, showers and thunderstorms for the start of next week, and the possibility of some added tropical moisture. Now, if this disturbance were to move into the Midlands, we're talking mid to late Wednesday and into Thursday morning is when we would get an impact from that. And all across the Palmetto State, at least 2, maybe even 3 inches of rain are possible. We even have some pockets of orange, especially closer to the low country, that could get closer to 4 inches of rain, maybe even isolated amounts as high as 5 or 6 inches of rain, more so depending upon where we get some of these heavier downpours to set up. Now, this is the next 7 days. This isn't just the moisture forecast for the disturbance we're watching in the Caribbean, but certainly quite a bit of rainfall headed our way in the Midlands as we head a little bit later into the week. So today, as a reminder, we have a first alert weather day today, not for severe weather, not for tropical weather, but because of the heat and humidity. Our heat index hits 109 this afternoon, and then our cold front drops in by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, with it showers and thunderstorms for Sunday, and then that cold front is stalling out over the Midlands, which means that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, rounds of showers as well as some thunderstorms out there. And then if we were to get a potential tropical impact, mid to late Wednesday and into Thursday morning is the current time frame where we would be expecting that. That would be rounds of rain and cloudy skies, especially for Thursday. Noticing our temperature near 80 degrees. And then the best news is that once we get rid of this tropical air, mostly sunny for next Friday, mid-80s, morning lows into the low and mid-60s. And then next weekend looks great, especially for the start of college football for many teams. I know the Battle of the Carolinas coming next Saturday. It looks to be a gorgeous day to get out there. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. Thanks for joining us. We'll continue to keep you posted, and we'll be watching everything closely in the First Alert Weather Center. But for now, we'll just have to monitor things as they develop. And of course, with any new developments, you can check us out right here. And you can also go on to our website. We have a dedicated special article just to talk about the tropics, and you can get your latest information from that too.